and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I feel like I'm good.
Feel like or you are?
You know, people are like, I'm good, but they really just saying I'm good.
No. What? You just repeated the same words.
People be like, how are you? Be like, I'm good. But that's just what you're supposed to say.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why I was like, I feel like I'm actually good.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
How are you?
I'm struggling. I have a slight headache, and I had a slight headache yesterday too. And I feel like I don't get headaches that often. I'm wondering what's going on. I drank a lot of water today. So far, it's not even that far into the day yet. I don't know why. And I'm like just now getting a headache too. Like I didn't have it earlier. So I wonder what that's about. But I think after this, I'll go for a long walk. Maybe I just need some fresh air.
That sounds good. Pain pills?
No, we don't believe in those.
I don't believe in pills. But, you know, I got cramps.
Mm-hmm. Well, for that, I do believe in pills.
And headaches.
I don't believe in pills for headaches. I don't know why.
Okay.
Because I feel like if it gets really bad to where I feel like I have a brain bleed, I need to know so I can.
Oh my God. Okay. New topic. Please, my stomach.
No, I'm just saying, if it gets intense, I want to know. I don't want to mask symptoms of something more serious.
My stomach. Yeah.
What's wrong with your stomach?
You.
Me?
Yeah, she making my stomach hurt. Talk about brain bleeding.
You never watched Grey's Anatomy?
Oh my God, please, no.
You would not survive, child.
I wouldn't. That's why I never had medical dreams.
But you watch horror movies, right? But I can't do horror movies.
So when I watch horror movies, I can't really do horror movies, so I stopped watching horror movies.
Yeah, I can't do horror movies. I can do medical shows, but I can't do horror movies.
That's random.
Yeah. How was your week?
I feel like my week started off good. And then I went to therapy, and you know, when you go to therapy, you have to talk about what happened. And I think you just relive those moments. Or even with the therapist bring up stuff that you actually like forgot about, but you have to communicate and tell the therapist everything. So I think after therapy, I just was out of it, and my week wasn't bad. I just was done, and I
Yeah,
crashed out.
you crashed out. I hear people say crash out every day now. It is just a word of the
Crashing out is the word. We crashing out
it is the word of the week of the month.
of the year. This how we ended the year. We
I
crashing
heard it this whole year. I just started hearing people say that recently.
out. So, yeah, I just was in bed for the rest of the week, not motivated. Those days that I did get up and cook and clean was the days that I was like, oh, okay, I feel back. And then I just went right back to being in bed.
Right.
So I'm getting used to, this therapy thing is new. I'm getting used to it. But I'm so thankful that I'm in therapy and I'm getting through it. It's just the first stages of it.
Yeah.
But I definitely need to get back to the studio and get back to working. Because I was doing so good.
Yeah, you are doing good. You're gonna get back on track. You can do both. I have faith in you.
Yeah. I I do too. Yesterday, I actually started my 2025 goals, my list, and
Mm-hmm.
organizing my year and stuff. So when I did that, that brought back my motivation too.
Okay.
So that's how my week was. How was your week?
I was good. I bought these My second bedroom in our apartment has always been fairly empty, which is fine because it's just like a mirror in my two clothing racks. So when I like organize my clothes for the week or what I like for example, this week I went to speak at another career day. I did one day last week and then I did another one this week. But when I have events and stuff, I like to put what I'm thinking about wearing or what I feel like will look good on this clothing rack. And usually it's just only like 4 or 5 items. I keep it fairly empty, whatever. But my whole second bedroom, I wanted when I moved in, I was like, this is going to be like a get ready with me kind of like walk-in closet, content room. I'm gonna have a ring light in here and have my shoes displayed and blah. Child, ain't none of that happened. I got this full body length mirror and this couch and then my one clothing rack and that's it. So this month I was like, all right, I'm gonna actually start putting it together, like the walk-in closet part. So I had bought these like tall bookshelves so I could organize them for my books and my purses. So I started putting those bookshelves together this week. Hopefully by next week it'll be all done and decorated and I can have like a little content room in my apartment. That's what I was doing this week. And then I went to speak. When I went to speak, it was me. The other speaker was Kevin Parker, the guy who runs Philly Fashion Week.
Mm-hmm.
He was another speaker, and another guy, young man named Gavin, who was a senior in high school, and he has had a clothing company only for 2 years and has already made $500,000 in his clothing company.
Oh my God.
It's called the Illest Club,
Oh my God.
and it was so interesting listening to him talk because he's like, yeah, got my stuff on Little Baby, and then, I was able to do this and to do that. But, then I got homework.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like,
Aw.
wow, you were able to do this so quickly. And you're still such, a young person. But at some point, um, I had talked about this. Somebody like after I like each of us had like a panel discussion, not a panel discussion, but like an interviewer. So first it was Kevin Parker, and they interviewed him and talked about his career and experience, and then the young man Gavin, and then me last. And they had asked me after the interview, the students were asking questions, and or I don't know if it was the interviewer who asked me this question, but basically somehow the question turned into, how do you know if something is for you or if you should give up? And I was like, him is the perfect example of how you know something is for you. Like this young man just had the idea to start a clothing line, a sweatsuit line in his sophomore year of high school, and everything so easily fell into place for him that he's not even out of high school yet and has already seen some success with his brand, making already $500,000 with his brand. Like that's how you know things are for you. Like when I was in third grade, I wrote on my what do you want to be when you grow up? I wrote I want to be a fashion designer, and that is exactly who I am today. Like that's how you know something is for you. And even like Kevin Parker, he talked about when he did his first fashion week, like his first event ever, he ended up getting everything sponsored. He had the stage sponsored, he had the DJ sponsored, he had the models sponsored, he had drinks sponsored. Everything was paid for and it all kind of fell into place. And I was like, things like that tell you that you're on the right track, like that you're moving in the direction that God wants you to be. Like, even if it's a struggle, I know my struggles are also for me. Like the challenges that I have, when you come out on the other side and you're smarter and the next thing you do is better, you should know that that challenge is also for you. So I was like it's not always going to be easy, but some things makes perfect sense to you and only you because that path is for you. And even though challenges do come and challenges arise, when you are out of the challenge and you learn so much about yourself and you act better in the next situation, you should also realize that that challenge was meant for you too. And I thought that was a really good message for them to hear. But the speaking event overall was really good, and I connected with a lot of the students and the other speakers as well. So it was a really good week.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a really good event. Well, not event, but it could have been. Um, that's amazing that you're still in high school and it happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you talking about for the young guy?
Yes, that is amazing.
He said his parents wasn't able to give him money to start his business, so he asked his younger brother, who was 12 when he was 16, and his younger brother had saved up $300, and that's the money he used to start his brand.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, that's also amazing that your younger brother was like the guy like gave you money to start this brand,
Mm-hmm.
and that now his younger brother owns 15% of the company, so he gets profits.
Oh.
And who his younger brother is probably what in eighth grade? I don't know, like,
Oh. God bless.
but
God bless them. God bless them.
yeah, God bless them. He has such a future ahead of him. So, but yeah, I think a lot of people get caught up in like, oh, what am I supposed to be, or how do I know if it's right for me, or da 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 da. Like everything is right for you. That's how I feel. Like everything is right for you. Every situation you go through and that you live is you are meant for to go through it. Like yes, sometimes people get in situations that are horrible that you wouldn't wish on anybody, but it all trickles into the person that you become and how you end up being as an adult and how you move through this world. Like you just have to choose to learn from every situation you end up with and treat a lot of things, if not everything, as a positive. Whether you felt like it was a positive or not is part of what makes you you. And so mm. But the students were really receptive. They were really interested. A lot of them were fashion design majors or business or entrepreneurship. They were really engaged with the
Mm-hmm.
conversation. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Sounds cool.
But it was a creative arts high school, so maybe that's why. Like they were more engaged than the high school I spoke at last week.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
So theme, the Met Gala, the
The me-
theme was announced.
uh-huh. Which is what?
Black tailored. Let me check. Sorry. Mm, black tailoring. That's it.
Just black tailoring?
Did you see something else?
I don't know.
The
I have to.
rich history of black tailoring. Super fine tailoring black style.
That's what I see. Super fine tailoring black style.
I'm interested to see how that goes.
Well, it says the theme is going to focus on the history and legacy of Black dandyism, examining the stylish expression of Black men from the 18th century to the present. Inspired by Monica L. Miller's 2009 book, Slaves to Fashion, Black Dandyism and the Styling of the Black Diasporic Identity. It says that the exhibit that's going to be shown in the Met Gala, I'm sorry, in the Met Museum, is going to showcase garments, paintings, photographs, and other artifacts that highlight how Black men have used fashion as a form of self expression and identity redefinition.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really interesting. It says
Yeah.
some of the men that are featured to be co-chairs of this event is Pharrell Williams,
Except
Lewis,
Rocky.
yeah, Lewis Hamilton. Do you know who that is? I don't know who that is. I have to look that up. And Coleman Domingo.
Yeah, okay.
Oh wait, and LeBron James.
Oh wow.
Is-
LeBron James stepped down from the NBA.
Did he?
He took a break.
So he doesn't play anymore?
He took a break for personal reasons. No, he's not playing right now.
Was he playing in the beginning of this season?
Yep.
Uh,
So is he
what
gonna
was
take a break from the Met Gala?
huh?
Is he gonna take a break from the Met Gala?
No, ain't no reason.
ASAP Rocky. I was when I see ASAP Rocky, I was surprised, but then I wasn't surprised because ASAP Rocky has been like considered art and fashion for a little while now, and especially because he dating Rihanna now. So
Right. I think it's because he dated Rihanna, but he definitely does have his own style. He definitely
yeah,
is like a fashion guy.
yeah.
Coleman Domingo, now that makes sense to me. Coleman Domingo is actually from Philadelphia. Um, he has been in a lot of movies that are Oscar worthy. He's been getting a lot of Oscar budget buzz. I don't think he got an Oscar. I'm not sure. But his style for award season for the past three award seasons, I feel like has been really good. Do you know who he is?
No, I'm going to look him up.
Yeah, Cole Domingo. I feel like we've even talked about his looks a couple times when we did red carpet reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's
Pharrell, I can understand Pharrell because
oh
he
yeah.
just he just did the Louis Vuitton.
Mm-hmm.
And who was
And,
the last person?
all right, so look,
Louis.
Lewis Hamilton, but Coleman Domingo was in The Color Purple that just came out with Fantasia and Taraji P Henson,
Mm-hmm.
who was also in Euphoria, Fear of the Walking Dead, Rustin, Sing Sing. I think that might be the movie that he got a nomination for. The Madness is a TV show, I think, that's out right now that a lot of people are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
What other movies has he been in? And the crazy thing is, I have seen none of these.
Yeah.
I have seen none of this. I never watched Euphoria. I never watched The Color Purple. Um, yeah, these other shows and stuff. The Walking Dead. I never watched The Walking Dead. I'm sorry. A lot of people like that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, never.
Nothing neither one of us is really into.
Right, but I have seen him at award
I haven't seen him.
red carpets, and he is always the best dressed.
I haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him.
Mm-mm.
Oh well. If you did you Google him?
Yeah, he looks really nice. He looks the best dressed.
Yeah, if you look at some of his red carpet looks, his suits are always different.
Yeah,
Like just
really
always,
different.
yeah. If you just put in Coleman Domingo red carpet, each look is very different.
Mm-hmm.
Let me put in Lewis Hamilton. Let me see who that is.
When you put in Lewis Hamilton, race cars pop up. So put in Lewis Hamilton fashion or red carpets. His fashion is really good.
Oh, okay. He looks slightly familiar.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but his fashion is really good.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
What's your prediction
About
for the looks for the Met?
I think a
What
lot
do
of
you think designers are going to do?
I think a lot of people are gonna go with like suiting.
Yeah,
So
suit
do
dresses.
fashion, yeah, I think they're gonna like do a lot of suiting dresses, button up dresses. A lot of men's fashion turned into women's wear. Like
Hmm.
like a spin on trousers mixed with a dress or a dress with a blazer and a bow tie. I think it's gonna be a lot of men's fashion turned into women's fashion. Pharrell Williams, I don't know what he brings to the table. I mean, obviously he's a fashion guy, but he's more laid back. He doesn't really do tailored looks, I feel like. He
Really?
does I don't feel like he does tailored look. He does like track jackets and cool fabric sweatpants or like t-shirts that have cool prints and stuff. He doesn't embody tailored black men fashion. But I
But
think
I
it's
can
weird.
see it. Like
You can
I,
see anything.
I can see it happening with Pharrell.
What can you see, child?
Hold on.
hmm I just looked up Pharrell Williams red carpet and I am not impressed.
Really? He has suits.
His suits are ill fitting. It's a no.
No, but I can. But that's for. It's just his style. Like guess. But the fitting, no. Shush. Do you hear the cat?
Yeah.
That's why I didn't want to kick him out. I knew he was going to start meowing. The
Yeah, I mean,
Met Gala guest list has not been officially released yet.
oh, speaking of the guest list, I asked Chat how I could be invited, and they told me how.
Ooh, what does it say?
It says become a notable celebrity.
A-list. You have to be
I
an A-list celebrity.
think that is hilarious.
When I
Oh,
did some research on the Met,
mm,
it was so it's of course it's a big thing, but it was just people standing outside the Met taking pictures of the celebrities walking into the Met,
mm-hmm,
like on a streets of New York, and they're yelling and screaming at these celebrities. But I thought they would be. I was so surprised because I thought they would be saying positive things, but they were saying nasty things to the celebrities.
the
It was,
photographer.
huh?
You said the photographers?
No, random people, regular people.
Oh, okay.
They was booing Beyonce,
Oh,
saying, "Boo, get off the carpet. You look a mess. You're ugly." I was so surprised to see these videos.
that's what you saw on YouTube?
Yeah, well, that's what I saw on YouTube.
Yeah. I don't know. It says to get invited is highly coveted. The process is exclusive but determined by multiple factors. And it says one, you can become a notable celebrity or influencer because the Met Gala is known for its star-studded guest list. So being a high-profile celebrity, actor, musician, or influencer with a significant public recognition can help. So we split this episode into two parts, so make sure you stay tuned for part 2 in a couple days. Bye!